Ladies and gentlemen, today we venture into a topic that strikes at the heart of humanity's collective imagination, the concept of the rarest woman in the world. What makes a woman truly rare, truly exceptional? Is it beauty, charm, or talent? No, these are transient qualities, delightful as they may be. Rarity, true rarity, is something far deeper, far more profound, and infinitely more enduring. A rare woman is not simply a product of her circumstances. She is a creator of circumstances. While the world might expect her to conform, she defies expectations not with rebellion for rebellion's sake, but with purpose and clarity. She embodies authenticity in a world that constantly demands compromise. What does this mean to be authentically rare? It begins with living a life guided by principles. These are not the shallow dictates of a passing trend, but deeply held convictions that act as a compass, steering her through the storms of life. She is unshaken by trivialities, for her eyes are fixed on something higher, something meaningful. The rarest woman understands that strength is not the absence of vulnerability, but its proper integration. Strength without compassion is tyranny, and compassion without strength is fragility. She walks the tightrope between the two with grace, a balancing act that few master but many admire. And then there's resilience. Resilience. How many crumble under pressure? How many retreat when faced with adversity? Not the rarest woman. No, she stands tall, absorbs the weight of the world, and transforms it into wisdom and grace. Her resilience is not merely survival, it is transcendence. Now, consider this: the rarest woman does not simply exist for herself. Her presence is a catalyst for growth in others. She inspires by being, not by demanding. Through her actions, her discipline, her commitment to ideals, she gently coaxes those around her to rise to their potential. But here's the catch: rarity demands effort. It demands discipline. It demands sacrifice. It's not enough to wish to be exceptional. One must work at it tirelessly, persistently, and courageously. The rarest woman knows this. She wakes up each day with a purpose, whether it's small or monumental, and she moves toward it with unwavering determination. Yet, what ties all of this together? Relationships. For no human, however rare, exists in isolation. The rarest woman treasures relationships not out of dependency, but out of a profound reverence for connection. She nurtures her bonds with others, seeing them as both a responsibility and a privilege. The rarest woman is not a prisoner of her own existence. Her vision extends beyond herself, beyond the confines of her time and place. She lives to create a legacy, a ripple in the vast ocean of humanity's story. So let us not only admire the rarest woman, but also strive to embody her ideals. Whether you are a woman aspiring to rarity or a man seeking to support and cherish such a woman, the task is monumental but worthwhile. For in seeking the rare, we elevate ourselves and indeed the world around us. True rarity in a woman is not something that can be easily measured or categorized. It is not defined by fleeting attributes like appearance, popularity, or material success. Rather, it resides in the delicate and powerful interplay of her inner virtues, her sense of purpose, and the way she chooses to navigate the world. A rare woman stands apart because she understands the depth of her individuality. She does not seek to imitate or conform to the expectations others may impose upon her. Instead, she fully embraces who she is, including her strengths, her flaws, and the unique combination of qualities that make her distinct. This authenticity is not born out of arrogance, but out of an acceptance of her intrinsic worth and an understanding that true value lies in being real, not perfect. Her sense of self is unshakable because it is rooted in something far greater than external validation. While many may chase recognition or approval, she looks inward, guided by an unwavering set of principles. These principles become the foundation upon which she builds her life, enabling her to make decisions with clarity and integrity, even in the face of pressure or uncertainty. But embodying rarity is not merely about self-perception. It is reflected in the way she moves through the world. Her presence carries a quiet confidence, one that does not need to be announced or demanded, but is felt by all who encounter her. She does not compete for attention. Instead, she commands respect by being grounded in her values and consistent in her actions. What makes her rare is also her ability to navigate complexity with grace. She does not shy away from the messiness of life. When faced with challenges, she approaches them with curiosity and resilience, understanding that every experience, whether joyful or painful, contributes to her growth. She does not resist change, but adapts to it without compromising her core essence. Her rarity also lies in her capacity for empathy and connection. She possesses an intuitive ability to see beyond surface appearances and engage with others on a profound level. Her authenticity invites trust, and her kindness fosters a sense of belonging. Yet this openness is balanced with discernment. She knows when to give and when to protect her energy. This woman, rare as she is, does not seek to be extraordinary for the sake of standing out. She is driven by a sense of meaning, a desire to live a life that reflects her deepest truths. It is this quiet dedication to being wholly herself, while simultaneously striving for greater depth and purpose, that truly sets her apart. She is not merely rare because the world lacks her qualities. She is rare because she chooses to embody them fully in every moment, with every breath. Balancing strength and compassion is an intricate dance that defines the rarest woman. These two qualities, often seen as opposites, are in her case harmonized to create a presence that is both formidable and deeply humane. Strength alone can become cold and unyielding, while compassion without boundaries can lead to vulnerability and burnout. The rarest woman understands this tension and navigates it with intentionality and grace. Her strength is not just physical or external, it is an inner resolve forged through experience and self-awareness. She has faced challenges, endured setbacks, and emerged with a resilience that allows her to stand firm in the face of adversity. This strength is evident in her ability to set boundaries, make difficult decisions, and hold herself and others accountable. She is not afraid to confront hard truths or to act decisively when the situation demands it. Yet, her strength is not harsh or domineering. It is steady, calm, and quietly powerful. On the other hand, her compassion flows from a deep well of empathy and a genuine desire to understand and uplift others. She listens not just with her ears, but with her heart, seeking to comprehend the struggles and emotions of those around her. Her kindness is not performative or shallow. It is rooted in a profound recognition of shared humanity. She offers support without judgment, creating spaces where others feel seen, valued, and encouraged. What makes her truly exceptional is her ability to integrate these qualities seamlessly. Her strength provides the structure within which her compassion can flourish, and her compassion ensures that her strength does not become oppressive or overbearing. For example, when faced with conflict, she approaches it with both firmness and empathy. She does not avoid confrontation, but neither does she escalate it unnecessarily. Instead, she seeks solutions that are fair, respectful, and considerate of everyone involved. In leadership, this balance is especially evident. She leads not by exerting control, but by inspiring trust and collaboration. Her strength reassures others that she is capable and reliable, while her compassion motivates them to give their best, knowing they are valued not just for their output, but for who they are. This combination makes her a beacon of stability and a source of encouragement, drawing others to her naturally. At the same time, she is acutely aware of the boundaries needed to maintain this balance. She knows that being compassionate does not mean allowing others to take advantage of her or sacrificing her own needs for the sake of others. Similarly, her strength is tempered by humility. She recognizes that true power lies not in domination, but in service and authenticity. The rarest woman's ability to balance strength and compassion is what allows her to leave a lasting impact. She is a force of nature, unyielding when it comes to her values and principles, yet gentle and nurturing in her interactions with others. She does not see these qualities as opposites to be reconciled, but as complementary forces that, when unified, create a life of profound meaning and influence. This balance, achieved through deliberate effort and self-awareness, is a testament to her wisdom, her integrity, and her unparalleled rarity. To be rooted in principles is to possess an unshakable foundation. a guiding framework that directs every thought, decision, and action. For the rarest woman, this is not just a choice but a way of being. Her principles are her compass, unwavering and reliable, even in the face of uncertainty or pressure. They are not borrowed from fleeting trends or external influences, but cultivated through deep introspection, experience, and a commitment to truth. Her principles are not a list of rigid rules, but an integrated system of values that define her character. These values, honesty, integrity, respect, courage, and empathy, are not merely intellectual ideas, they are the lived reality of her daily existence. They influence how she treats others, how she approaches challenges, and how she perceives her role in the world. Her principles give her a sense of consistency and coherence, enabling her to act with clarity and purpose regardless of the circumstances. One of the defining aspects of being rooted in principles is the ability to remain steadfast in the face of external pressures. The rarest woman does not sway with the winds of popularity or conform to societal expectations that conflict with her values. She does not seek approval at the expense of her authenticity. Instead, she stands firm, guided by the convictions that she knows to be true and right. This steadfastness is not born of stubbornness, but of wisdom, a deep understanding that principles are what anchor her in a chaotic and ever-changing world. Her principles also grant her the strength to navigate moral complexity. Life is rarely black and white, and situations often demand nuanced judgment. The rarest woman does not resort to simplistic solutions or avoid difficult choices. She is able to weigh competing interests and conflicting desires with a discerning mind and a compassionate heart. Her principles serve as a lens through which she evaluates these challenges, enabling her to make decisions that are both ethical and effective. But principles do not isolate her, they connect her. Her commitment to living a principled life inspires trust and admiration in others. People gravitate toward her because they sense her authenticity and consistency. They know that she will not compromise her values even when it would be easier to do so. This reliability makes her a source of stability and a role model for those who strive to lead lives of integrity. Being rooted in principles also means holding herself accountable. The rarest woman does not use her values to judge others harshly or to elevate herself above them. Instead, she turns the mirror inward, constantly evaluating whether her actions align with her beliefs. When she falls short, as all humans do, she does not make excuses. She takes responsibility, learns from the experience, and strives to do better. Her humility in this process is a testament to her strength and sincerity. Her principled nature extends beyond her personal life into how she engages with the larger world. She recognizes that her values are not just for her benefit, but for the betterment of those around her. She uses her principles as a foundation for creating positive change, whether in her family, her community, or her professional endeavors. She understands that living by her principles is not just a private commitment, but a public act of courage and leadership. To be rooted in principles is to possess a deep reservoir of strength, clarity, and purpose. It is what allows the rarest woman to remain true to herself while adapting to the challenges of life. It is what makes her a force of nature, grounded, reliable, and undeniably rare. In a world that often celebrates the superficial, she shines as a reminder of the enduring power of integrity and authenticity. The pursuit of meaning is the heartbeat of the rarest woman's life. She is not content with mere existence, nor does she seek fulfillment in the transient distractions that captivate so many. Her days are not spent chasing fleeting pleasures or superficial accolades. Instead, she is deeply driven by a need to connect her actions, her choices, and her very being to something greater, something enduring and profoundly significant. For her, meaning is not simply handed down by society or tradition. It is discovered, shaped, and refined through her own experiences and reflection. She is not afraid to question the status quo, to explore diverse ideas, and to carve out a path that resonates with her inner truth. This process of discovery is neither linear nor effortless. It requires courage to confront uncertainty, humility to acknowledge what she doesn't yet understand, and perseverance to seek clarity amidst life's complexities. Her pursuit of meaning often manifests in the way she approaches her goals. She does not engage in tasks or projects merely for the sake of accomplishment. Each endeavor is evaluated against a larger framework of purpose. Does it align with her values? Does it contribute to her growth or the well-being of others? Does it bring her closer to the legacy she wishes to leave behind? By grounding her actions in meaning, she transforms even mundane tasks into opportunities for enrichment and connection. This commitment to meaning also influences how she relates to time. She understands that time is finite and sacred, and she does not squander it on pursuits that lack depth or significance. Her calendar is not filled with busy work, but with intentional activities that reflect her priorities. She is mindful of the moments she spends with loved ones, the energy she invests in her career or passions, and the opportunities she takes to rest and recharge. For her, the pursuit of meaning is not about constant striving, but about living with intentionality in every aspect of her life. A significant aspect of her search for meaning is her focus on relationships. She recognizes that life's greatest joys and lessons are often found in meaningful connections with others. Whether it's a profound conversation, an act of service, or the simple presence of someone she loves, she cherishes the bonds that bring depth and richness to her life. These relationships are not transactional, but rooted in mutual respect, trust, and shared purpose. Her pursuit of meaning also extends beyond herself. She is not content with a life that is solely self-serving. She seeks to contribute to the world in ways that reflect her values and talents. This might be through her profession, her creative expression, her advocacy, or her mentorship. Whatever the form, her efforts are driven by a desire to make a positive impact, to be a part of something that transcends her individual existence. Importantly, the pursuit of meaning is not a destination for her, it is a lifelong journey. She knows that meaning evolves as she grows, and she embraces the fluidity of this process. What was meaningful to her a decade ago may no longer hold the same weight, and she allows herself the freedom to adapt and realign her life accordingly. This adaptability is a hallmark of her wisdom, as she recognizes that the search for meaning is not about rigid answers, but about continual exploration. Her commitment to meaning gives her life a sense of coherence and direction. It sustains her through challenges, providing a source of resilience and hope when circumstances seem bleak. It also brings a sense of fulfillment that cannot be achieved through material success alone. In pursuing meaning, she experiences the profound joy of living a life that is true to herself and in harmony with the larger world. The rarest woman's pursuit of meaning is what sets her apart. It is the foundation upon which she builds her character, shapes her relationships, and leaves her mark on the world. It is what gives her life its undeniable depth and makes her not only rare but truly extraordinary. Resilience in adversity is one of the defining hallmarks of the rarest woman. It is not merely the ability to withstand difficulty, it is the capacity to transform challenges into opportunities for growth, learning, and renewal. Her resilience is not born from an absence of struggle, but from her deliberate choice to face it head-on, adapt, and emerge stronger. Adversity is an inevitable part of life. The rarest woman understands this fundamental truth and does not seek to avoid it or deny its existence. Instead, she prepares herself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to meet life's challenges. Her resilience is a blend of inner strength, self-awareness, and a belief in her ability to navigate through uncertainty. She sees obstacles not as insurmountable barriers, but as stepping stones to a more profound understanding of herself and the world around her. Her approach to adversity begins with perspective. Where others might see only setbacks or misfortune, she chooses to view challenges as opportunities for growth. This mindset does not mean she minimizes pain or difficulty, rather, she acknowledges them fully while refusing to be defined or defeated by them. She asks herself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to become stronger, wiser, or more compassionate? In doing so, she transforms what could be a source of despair into a catalyst for transformation. One of the critical components of her resilience is her ability to adapt. Life is unpredictable and plans often go awry. The rarest woman does not cling rigidly to what was or what should have been. Instead, she embraces change, understanding that flexibility is essential for survival and growth. She recalibrates her goals, finds new paths, and remains open to possibilities she may not have considered before. This adaptability is not a sign of weakness, but of profound strength, as it requires humility, creativity, and courage. Her resilience is also deeply rooted in her sense of purpose. When faced with adversity, she draws on the meaning she has cultivated in her life to anchor her. Purpose provides her with a reason to endure and a direction to move toward, even when the way forward seems unclear. It gives her the fortitude to persevere through challenges, knowing that her struggles are not in vain but contribute to something greater than herself. The Rarest Woman also recognizes the importance of emotional resilience. She allows herself to feel the full range of emotions that come with adversity: anger, sadness, fear, but she does not let these emotions control her. Instead, she processes them with honesty and self-compassion, giving herself the space to heal while maintaining a commitment to move forward. She is not ashamed to seek support when needed, understanding that resilience does not mean going it alone, but finding strength in connection and community. Her resilience is evident in her ability to rebuild. Setbacks, failures, and losses may temporarily shake her, but they do not break her spirit. She rebuilds her life piece by piece, often with a greater sense of clarity and purpose than before. Her ability to recover and rebuild is a testament to her inner strength and the belief that no adversity is final. The Rarest Woman's resilience is not only a personal attribute, but also a source of inspiration for those around her. Her ability to face adversity with courage and grace sets an example for others, showing them what is possible when one chooses strength over surrender and hope over despair. She demonstrates that resilience is not an innate gift, but a skill that can be cultivated through intentional practice and perseverance. Resilience in adversity is what allows the Rarest Woman to thrive, not despite life's challenges, but because of them. It is the quality that empowers her to rise again and again, transforming her trials into triumphs and her pain into purpose. Her resilience is a beacon of hope, a reminder that no matter how difficult the journey, there is always a way forward and the potential for beauty, growth, and meaning on the other side. The Rarest Woman understands that life is not static, it is a continuous journey of becoming. At the heart of her existence is her role as a catalyst for growth, not only for herself, but also for those around her. She recognizes that growth often arises from discomfort, challenge, and the willingness to step beyond the familiar. Through her actions, words, and very presence, she inspires transformation and ignites potential wherever she goes. Her growth begins with herself. She sees life as an evolving process where every experienced success or failure, joy or sorrow is an opportunity to learn and improve. She is unafraid to confront her shortcomings, to acknowledge her fears, and to embrace her vulnerabilities. This self-awareness is not a source of shame, but a foundation for progress. She does not cling to an idealized version of who she is, but instead strives to align her reality with her highest aspirations. By doing so, she demonstrates that growth is not about perfection, but about becoming a more authentic, capable, and compassionate version of oneself. Her role as a catalyst extends outward as well. The Rarest Woman uplifts others through her belief in their potential. She does not impose her vision or dictate their paths, but gently challenges them to think, reflect, and strive for more. Her encouragement is both empowering and grounding. She celebrates their achievements while urging them to consider how they can continue to evolve. She fosters environments where growth is not just possible, but inevitable, whether in personal relationships, workplaces, or communities. She acts as a catalyst by modeling growth through her actions. Her resilience in adversity, pursuit of meaning, and unwavering commitment to principles are living examples of what it means to grow with purpose. People observe her ability to turn challenges into stepping stones and to approach life with curiosity and determination. Her actions silently teach others that growth is not about avoiding difficulty, but embracing it as an essential part of the process. What makes her catalytic influence so powerful is her ability to balance challenge with support. She understands that growth requires a combination of stretching beyond limits and feeling secure in the process. When she encourages others to step into the unknown, she does so with empathy and assurance. She provides a safe space for mistakes, knowing that failure is not the opposite of growth but a necessary component of it. Her kindness creates trust, while her strength inspires courage. In her relationships, she acts as a mirror, reflecting both the beauty and the unrealized potential in others. She sees beyond surface appearances, recognizing the capabilities and talents that may lie dormant. Her belief in others is often the spark that ignites their own journeys of self-discovery and improvement. Her presence in their lives becomes a reminder that growth is not just an individual endeavor but a shared experience, enriched by connection and collaboration. The rarest woman also embraces growth as a collective goal. She is not content with her own advancement if it comes at the expense of others. Instead, she seeks to elevate those around her, creating ripples of positive change that extend far beyond herself. She mentors, collaborates, and contributes, knowing that her impact is magnified when she empowers others to grow alongside her. This selflessness is what makes her influence so enduring. Her legacy is not just what she achieves, but what she helps others achieve. Her role as a catalyst for growth is a testament to her wisdom and courage. She understands that growth is not a destination but a continuous journey, one that requires persistence, adaptability, and hope. By embracing this journey for herself and inspiring it in others, she transforms lives and leaves an indelible mark on the world. The rarest woman does not just seek growth, she embodies it, radiating the potential for transformation in every aspect of her existence. To be unapologetically authentic is to live in alignment with one's true self, unburdened by the need for approval or conformity. The rarest woman embodies this quality with a quiet yet resolute confidence, embracing every facet of who she is, her strengths, her flaws, her dreams, and her values. She understands that authenticity is not about perfection or adherence to an ideal, but about the courage to live and express her truth without fear or hesitation. Her authenticity begins with self-awareness. She invests the time and effort to understand herself deeply. She confronts the layers of conditioning, expectations, and assumptions that might obscure her true nature. This process of self-discovery is not always comfortable, but she values it because it allows her to connect with her core identity. She knows what she believes, what she stands for, and what she seeks in life, and she lets these truths guide her decisions and actions. Living authentically means that she does not wear masks or adopt personas to fit in. She is the same person in private as she is in public, consistent in her character and demeanor. While she respects the diversity of opinions and lifestyles around her, she does not feel compelled to dilute or disguise her individuality to appease others. This does not mean she is rigid or inflexible. Rather, she is rooted in her principles while remaining open to growth and dialogue. Her authenticity is a source of strength. In a world that often rewards conformity and punishes divergence, it takes immense courage to stand firm in one's truth. She does not allow the fear of judgment or rejection to dictate her choices. Instead, she embraces vulnerability as a part of being genuine, knowing that authenticity invites both connection and criticism. This resilience in the face of societal pressures is what sets her apart and makes her rare. She also recognizes that authenticity is not synonymous with self-centeredness. While she honors her truth, she does so with empathy and respect for others. She listens attentively, engages sincerely, and values perspectives different from her own. Her authenticity enhances her relationships because it fosters trust and openness. People feel safe with her, knowing that her words and actions are sincere and free from hidden agendas. Unapologetic authenticity extends to how she pursues her dreams and passions. She does not follow trends or pursue goals simply because they are popular or expected. Instead, she chooses paths that resonate with her unique purpose and desires. Her success, therefore, is not defined by external standards, but by her fulfillment and alignment with her inner calling. This genuine approach to life inspires others to reflect on their own choices and to seek a more authentic way of living. Importantly, being unapologetically authentic does not mean she is unchanging. The rarest woman understands that authenticity evolves as she grows and learns. She does not cling to a static version of herself, but embraces the fluidity of her identity. She allows her experiences to shape her, refining her understanding of who she is and what she stands for. This dynamic authenticity makes her adaptable yet deeply rooted, open to change yet unwavering in her core values. Her authenticity is also an act of service. By living as her true self, she gives others permission to do the same. Her presence challenges the societal norms that demand conformity and inspires those around her to embrace their own individuality. She becomes a beacon of possibility, demonstrating that it is not only okay but necessary to be oneself in a world that often pressures people to be otherwise. The Rarest Woman's unapologetic authenticity is a testament to her courage, integrity, and self-respect. She does not ask for permission to be who she is, nor does she apologize for her uniqueness. Instead, she celebrates it, living a life that is honest, meaningful, and free. In doing so, she not only fulfills her own potential, but also paves the way for others to step into their truth, making the world a richer and more vibrant place. Mastering self-discipline is a cornerstone of the Rarest Woman's strength and success. She understands that discipline is not a restriction, but a form of freedom, a means to achieve her goals, live in alignment with her values, and fulfill her potential. Her self-discipline is not an innate trait, but a cultivated skill, honed through intentional practice, patience, and resilience. The Rarest Woman views self-discipline as an act of self-respect. She recognizes that her time, energy, and abilities are finite resources and chooses to invest them wisely. She does not squander her days on distractions or fleeting pleasures at the expense of her long-term vision. Instead, she aligns her actions with her priorities, ensuring that her daily efforts contribute to the life she seeks to build. For her, discipline is a declaration that her goals and values are worth the effort they demand. Her mastery of self-discipline begins with clarity. She takes the time to define what truly matters to her, setting clear and meaningful goals that reflect her purpose. This clarity gives her a sense of direction and helps her distinguish between what is essential and what is extraneous. By knowing what she is working toward, she can channel her energy into actions that bring her closer to her aspirations while resisting distractions that pull her away. Self-discipline for her is not about deprivation, but about choice. She does not see it as denying herself pleasures, but as choosing a higher reward over immediate gratification. She balances her commitments with self-care, recognizing that discipline does not mean pushing herself to the brink of exhaustion. Instead, it involves creating sustainable habits that allow her to progress steadily while maintaining her well-being. One of the hallmarks of her self-discipline is consistency. She understands that success is not achieved through sporadic bursts of effort, but through steady, intentional action over time. Whether it's committing to a daily routine, developing a skill, or working toward a long-term goal, she shows up for herself day after day, even when motivation wanes. Her discipline is her anchor, keeping her grounded and focused regardless of external circumstances. The Rarest Woman also excels at managing impulses. She knows that self-discipline often involves saying no, not just to distractions, but also to her own fleeting desires. She cultivates the ability to pause, reflect, and choose her actions deliberately rather than reacting impulsively. This emotional regulation is not a suppression of her feelings, but a mastery of them, allowing her to act in alignment with her goals rather than being swayed by momentary emotions. Her self-discipline extends beyond her personal goals to how she engages with others. She demonstrates discipline in her communication, choosing her words thoughtfully and listening with intention. She practices restraint when necessary, knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. This measured approach fosters trust and respect in her relationships, as people know they can rely on her to act with integrity and consideration. Importantly, she balances self-discipline with self-compassion. She understands that no one is perfect and that setbacks are a natural part of growth. When she falters, she does not succumb to self-criticism or abandon her efforts. Instead, she reflects on what went wrong, learns from the experience, and recommits to her path with renewed determination. This resilience ensures that her discipline is not brittle but adaptable, capable of weathering challenges and recovering from missteps. Her mastery of self-discipline allows her to lead a life of intention and achievement. She does not drift aimlessly or wait for success to find her. She takes deliberate steps to create the future she envisions. Her discipline empowers her to turn her dreams into reality, her potential into action, and her values into a lived experience. The Rarest Woman's self-discipline is not just about achieving goals, it is about becoming the person she aspires to be. It is a reflection of her strength, her commitment to growth, and her belief in the power of choice. By mastering self-discipline, she not only elevates her own life, but also inspires others to recognize their capacity for focus, perseverance, and purposeful living. Reverence for relationships is a defining trait of the Rarest Woman. She understands that human connections are among the most profound and meaningful aspects of life, and she treats them with care, intentionality, and respect. For her, relationships are not merely transactional or superficial, they are opportunities for mutual growth, understanding, and the expression of love in its truest form. Her reverence begins with a deep appreciation for the inherent value of others. She does not view people as means to an end, but as individuals with unique stories, strengths, and vulnerabilities. This perspective shapes how she engages with others. Whether in her family, friendships, romantic partnerships, or professional networks, she approaches each relationship with genuine curiosity and an open heart, striving to understand and honor the person before her. The Rarest Woman is deeply present in her relationships. She knows that quality time is not about proximity, but about attention and engagement. When she is with someone, she listens intently, free from distractions, and gives her full presence. Her ability to truly hear and see others creates an atmosphere of trust and safety, where people feel valued and understood. This presence is a gift she offers, a reminder that in a world filled with noise, authentic connection is still possible. Her reverence also manifests in her communication. She chooses her words thoughtfully, knowing that language has the power to build or break. She speaks with kindness, honesty, and intention, ensuring that her messages are clear and constructive. She is equally mindful of her nonverbal communication. Her tone, gestures, and expressions all reflect her respect for the other person. When conflicts arise, she addresses them with patience and empathy, seeking resolution rather than division. A key aspect of her approach to relationships is her commitment to reciprocity. She understands that healthy connections are not one-sided, they require effort, respect, and investment from all parties. She gives freely of her time, energy, and support, but she also knows her own worth and maintains boundaries to ensure her relationships remain balanced. This equilibrium fosters mutual respect and prevents resentment, allowing her relationships to flourish. The Rarest Woman also prioritizes authenticity in her connections. She does not wear masks or pretend to be someone she is not, and she encourages others to do the same. By being unapologetically herself, she creates space for genuine interactions, free from pretense or judgment. Her authenticity invites others to show up as their true selves, deepening the connection and fostering a sense of belonging. In her romantic relationships, she values partnership over possession. She sees love as a collaboration, where two individuals come together not to complete each other, but to complement and support one another's growth. She values intimacy, trust, and shared purpose, and she works to nurture these elements through consistent care and effort. For her, love is not just a feeling, but an active choice to invest in the relationship every day. Her reverence for relationships extends to her role in the larger community. She understands that her actions ripple outward, affecting not just those she interacts with directly, but also the broader social fabric. She treats strangers with kindness, mentors those in need of guidance, and contributes to her community in meaningful ways. This sense of interconnectedness underscores her belief that every relationship, no matter how brief, holds the potential for impact. Importantly, the Rarest Woman knows that reverence for relationships begins with the one she has with herself. She cultivates self-respect, self-compassion, and self-awareness, recognizing that her ability to show up for others is directly tied to how well she cares for herself. By honoring her own needs and boundaries, she ensures that she can engage authentically and sustainably with those around her. Her reverence for relationships enriches every aspect of her life. It brings depth to her interactions, strength to her support networks, and joy to her daily experiences. More than that, It inspires others to approach their own connections with greater care and intentionality. By valuing relationships as sacred, she not only creates a life filled with meaningful bonds, but also leaves an indelible legacy of love, respect, and humanity. The rarest woman possesses a vision that extends far beyond her own immediate desires or personal achievements. She is driven by a profound sense of purpose that transcends her own life, one that seeks to make a meaningful contribution to the world around her and leave a lasting impact on future generations. This vision is not born from a desire for fame or recognition, but from an intrinsic calling to be part of something greater than herself, to serve a cause that aligns with her deepest values and passions. At the core of her vision is a deep understanding of interconnectedness. She knows that her actions, no matter how small, have the potential to ripple out and affect the larger world. She approaches life with the awareness that everything she does is part of a larger tapestry, and she seeks to weave threads of purpose, kindness, and integrity into that fabric. Her vision, therefore, is not only about personal success, but about contributing to the collective well-being of her community, society, and the world. Her vision extends to the future. She recognizes that the choices she makes today will shape the world her children and future generations inherit. Because of this, she is intentional about how she lives, ensuring that her actions are aligned with sustainability, fairness, and justice. Whether in her career, her personal relationships, or her advocacy, she is committed to creating a legacy that will have a positive and enduring impact. She understands that true success is measured not by what she accumulates in her lifetime, but by the lasting difference she makes in the lives of others. The rarest woman also possesses the clarity to see beyond immediate circumstances and challenges. While others may become bogged down by the obstacles in their path, she holds a long-term perspective. She knows that setbacks are temporary and that persistence, resilience, and vision will carry her through. Her focus remains unwavering on the larger purpose she serves, and she is willing to make short-term sacrifices for long-term gains. She does not become discouraged by the challenges that come her way, but uses them as opportunities to refine her vision and deepen her commitment to it. Her vision is shaped by her deep empathy and compassion for others. She is attuned to the struggles and needs of those around her, and this sensitivity fuels her desire to create positive change. Her vision is not one of detached idealism, it is grounded in the lived experiences of people and the challenges they face. She actively seeks ways to alleviate suffering, uplift others, and create opportunities for those who have been marginalized or overlooked. Her vision is inclusive, and she works tirelessly to ensure that her actions reflect the dignity and worth of every person, regardless of their background or circumstances. While her vision is expansive, the rarest woman understands that it is also deeply personal. She is guided by her own values, principles, and sense of purpose, but she also embraces the diversity of visions and contributions from others. She does not seek to impose her own path on those around her, but encourages others to develop and pursue their own unique callings. In doing so, she creates an environment where collective growth and collaboration can flourish. She understands that the world is enriched not by a singular vision, but by a multitude of perspectives and contributions, each adding value in its own way. In her professional life, her vision is reflected in the work she chooses to do. She does not settle for careers or tasks that only serve her personal gain. Instead, she seeks roles and opportunities that allow her to make a meaningful difference, whether in the fields of education, healthcare, social justice, business, or the arts. She uses her talents and skills to contribute to the greater good, knowing that her work can inspire and uplift others. Her professional pursuits are a natural extension of her vision, allowing her to live in alignment with her values while impacting the world on a broader scale. Her vision is also one of continuous growth and evolution. She understands that the journey to a meaningful life is not a destination but a dynamic process. As she learns, grows, and encounters new experiences, her vision expands and deepens. She remains open to new ideas, perspectives, and challenges that shape and refine her purpose. This openness to growth ensures that her vision is never stagnant but always evolving, becoming richer and more nuanced as she moves through life. The Rarest Woman's vision is a reflection of her unwavering commitment to something greater than herself. It is a vision that inspires others to look beyond their own desires and seek ways to contribute to the world around them. By living in alignment with her larger purpose, she creates a ripple effect that touches many lives, inspiring others to pursue their own visions of meaning and impact. Her legacy is not one of personal achievement alone, but of a life dedicated to the service of others, the improvement of society, and the betterment of the world for generations to come.